What's up, Tempo athletes? Coach Zach here. I'm back. We've got some major leg day going down today. I'm excited. Love leg day. Don't skip leg day. We're going to get some heavy dumbbell squats in here, and then we're going to really burn those quads out with some squat holds. After that, we're going to do some lunges. I'm sort of nervous for how this one's going to feel tomorrow, but let's jump right into it. Legs are going down here today, so let's start off with some single leg stability kind of stuff. I'm going to turn sideways. I'm going to work on balancing on this one leg. We're looking to activate everything in and around our hip, and we've just got a single leg hip hinge. Some of you might think of this like an RDL. I'm going to keep my back nice and flat while I'm working. We're going to get 2 or 3 in here. Do move slow and steady, just like I'm doing, trying to work on this balance here. All of that wiggling and wobbling is good activation for all those internal, external stabilizers in here and around the hip. And we want that stuff working while we go for our squats and lunges. So that was 3 on one side. Let's get 3 on the other side. Same deal. Toes and heels on the ground. You don't have to touch the ground. You probably should be able to touch the ground. Notice that my standing leg is bending a little bit. If I lock that guy out, it's just going to make it a little bit harder for me to get my balance going. So yeah, a little bend in the knee is a-okay. It's going to get the front and back of my leg working if I allow the knee to bend. Getting a little bit of that quad activation in there. Cool. After that, I really struggle side to side, so let's go ahead and lay it down on our side. We've got a couple of clamshells on each side. Same deal, we're just going to hold. So hip's going to come up, hip's going to come forward, and top leg's going to come up. Hold on there for a second, go right back down. Let's just go 3 reps right here. This is just making sure that that glute medius, that high part of your butt, is on and working, because we're going to need that for all of our movements today. But 3 main supersets planned out here. Or no, 2 main supersets planned out here. 3 different movements. First superset, squats and squat holding. Last one, lunges on lunges. Everything here today, again, hypertrophy. We're building muscle. We want to be able to squeeze and hold at any point in any one of these movements in here. We want to be under control. So I'm always going to emphasize that slow, steady, controlled movement the whole way through. That's already got the glutes burning a little bit. I'm going to keep with a couple more warm-up movements. I've got my weights here ready to go. We are looking for something pretty dang challenging. We got 35 seconds for these double dumbbell squats. We're looking for somewhere in the 10 to 12 rep range. Take my feet out nice and wide here. Just a little bit of side-to-side movement again. Opening up these adductors, keeping these glutes working. We're just going to go 2 reps on each side there. Same thing, hanging out, working, actively locking this knee out, feeling the stretch in and around the groin. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so like I was saying, our first superset, we're gonna get these squats in, and then we're gonna get our squat holds. We'll talk about all kinds of activation while we're working during that squat hold, because we are looking for just that, an active squat hold, not a passive squat hold, letting the back go. But here we go with our first set of dumbbell squats. You're gonna pop these bad boys up and onto the shoulders. We're gonna open up those feet about shoulder width apart. Toes pointed straightish forward. You can point the toes out just a little bit, but slow and controlled while we're working. Remember, break at the hips first, break at the knees second. You may not be able to feel it, me standing forward like this, but I'm pushing my butt out a little bit, and then I'm pushing those knees out and past the toes. Pushing those knees out and in line with the toes, rather. I'm thinking about my feet nice and flat on the ground. Thinking about keeping my chest nice and upright. And again, I'm moving slow and steady the whole way through. I'm even putting just a little bit of a pause in there. That's not totally necessary, but I just want to be able to make sure that I could pause anywhere in that movement if I needed to. So now we've got that squat hold. And this is just body weight because, spoiler alert, this is going to burn. But feet nice and flat, toes and heels connected. I'm going to reach my arms out in front of me to keep my upper body as upright as I can. Hips bend first, knees bend second. Oh, and that's it. That's that. Got about 15 seconds left here. You're trying to keep that chest nice and upright. You're keeping feet nice and flat. We're keeping knees driving out, keeping those glutes turned on the whole way through. Breathe, athletes. I know this burns. 2, 1, and good. Oh yeah, that's gonna feel good. We only got 2 more sets of that, cool. Active squat, right? We got a little 45-second break here. Active squat. There's gonna be a point in that squat where you could bottom out and relax, right? See how the lower back goes, my spine goes. Now there's nothing really going on here. It's good to be able to do this for your mobility. That said, in terms of an active squat, we would never want to squat weighted like that. So you're only going to sit it down as low as you can, keeping that back active, meaning the spine does have a little bit of flex to it. You're not thinking about arching your back, but you are thinking, okay, my neutral spine, I'm going to keep that guy neutral. I'm not going to let my hips round out and tuck down. Oh, that already burns. Here we go, second set of our dumbbell squats. We're looking for 10 to 12 reps. Hypertrophy. We're trying to get our reps in there. We're trying to build muscles. If we're barely getting 8 to 10 reps, not the end of the world. As long as we're over 6 reps, we're doing good. I just think your monitors say something like 10 to 12 reps. Moving slow and steady. Taking your time on the eccentric. If you want work fast on the way up. The concentric, this is you exerting force right here in terms of strength. It is good to think about moving weights quickly. But that said, we're building muscle here today. Hypertrophy, I'm gonna argue slow and steady the whole way through. More blood flow, more swell to the muscle that we're working, more gains. Is that too, bro? It might be a little too, bro. More control, better for you long term, hey. All right, here comes that hold. Feet nice and flat. I'm gonna reach my arms up, hips back. Oh, and get comfortable. Go zen with it. You're on the beach, not holding a squat. You're laid back in your recliner, not holding a squat. Cause did that help? Oh, geez, that hurts. Shake that out, athletes. We're going one more time here. Ooh, yeah. Grab a sip of water if you need. If you're like me, that is absolutely feeling. I don't think these lunges are gonna help in the second part of this workout. Good thing we only got one more set here of these squats. The lunge is coming up. It's gonna be a forward lunge. I think today we said something about hammering the quads. The forward lunge, since our body weight is leaning forward, is always gonna be the anterior chain front of our body, so we should be feeling our quads a little bit more today. Whew. A couple big deep breaths. Because since we're body building, since we're muscle building, we wanna be able to breathe. But here we go, last time on these dumbbell squats, can we get our 10 to 12 reps? If we needed to turn this into a goblet squat or lose a couple of reps, that's A-okay. We're not letting these dumbbells pull us forward. Everything is staying pretty robotic the whole way through. That's 3. Let's actually get some reps in there. That's 4. Coming up on the halfway point, that's 5. All right, here comes 6. Can we make it to 12? 7. May have to pick it up a little bit. 8. But the legs are burning. 9, we'll try to squeeze one more in there. Oh, perfect. Good. Looking forward to taking that down to 1 dumbbell on the lunges. So I'm not gonna lie, everything in and around this area is starting to feel. Last time on this hold, let's go back to the beach. Feet flat, toes connected to the ground, heels connected to the ground. Pull yourself down in the bottom of that squat and breathe. For those of you hands on your thighs, that's cheating. Put your hands behind your head if anything, stay upright. Oh, good. Okay, weight change wise. I don't think we quite need to weight change. We're gonna make this a goblet lunge, so we're gonna take it down to 1 dumbbell for these forward stepping lunges. Forward stepping lunges, same deal, we're looking for 10 to 12 reps. Maybe 5 or 6 on each leg. I'm gonna be an advocate for back knee all the way down to the ground. If you need a mat or something like that, absolutely. I'm just thinking in terms of full range of motion, we want hip crease on our working leg to be able to get in line with knee versus that's gonna be a ton of knee pressure hanging out down there. For those of you who do it like that, it's not the end of the world. Especially if you're on like some hardwood floors or something, take care of those knees. Pulling us forward, the anterior chain challenge, the front of your body challenge. Everything's working to pull you forward. Posture-wise, you're gonna stay nice and upright. So again, we're not actively flexing our back. That said, neutral spine. You step forward, momentum stops, back knee bends to the ground. You step forward, momentum stops, back knee bends down to the ground, and we'll drive up with a little bit of force there. Cool. So take a couple more big deep breaths. We got 3 sets of lunges, and then leg day is done. Some of you crazies will probably go for a little jog after this. That's probably a smart idea. Some of you parents out there will take the kids for a little walk in the stroller. That's a good idea too. A little bit of blood flow, a little bit of cool down. Here we go. Forward stepping goblet lunges. And again, slow and controlled. I want to be able to gently kiss that back knee down to the ground and not worry about smashing that guy down on the ground. We got about 20 seconds left. Balance is tough here. But again, you'll see I do with just a little bit of explosion and pushing myself back to standing there. That's where the work is. Control down, exploding on the way back up. But check that torso angle. Yeah, coach, you're doing a pretty good job there of staying nice and upright. Oh, nice. And now we've got our rest. That said, we are huffing and puffing a little bit already. If you need to work that slower, do it. We only are working as fast as we can breathe here today. Again, hypertrophy. This should not be you stopping to catch your breath. If we are stopping to catch our breath, don't knock yourself, but that is the argument that even the big weightlifters out there, even the big bodybuilders out there, the big muscle athletes, need to work on their cardio game just a little bit too, okay? We don't want to be getting exhausted lifting weights. Cardio fatigued, lifting weights. Oh, damn, there goes the rest break already. There goes the rest break already. Round 2, lunges. Cool, cool. All right, 10 to 12 reps. Same deal. Front foot plants, bend that back knee down to the ground. Front foot plants, bend that back knee down to the ground and launch it back to standing. Abs braced on the way down, breathing on the way back up. Abs braced on the way down, breathing on the way back up. If this is getting heavy, you could lose that dumbbell, quads would still be working. If this is getting heavy, you could lose that dumbbell, put your arms up and over your head or put your hands back and behind your head and keep it stepping. Cool. We gotta even up. I gotta get one more rep in there. Nice. Oh, good. Good thing we've got these rest breaks. Thank goodness. So like I was saying, if the weight is getting to be a bit much, lose the weight. Think about your posture. This would still be the same kind of flex in and around the quads. You can make that harder, hands back and behind your head. You can make that harder, arms up and overhead. If you went a little bit light on your squats, grab both dumbbells, last set of lunges. We do want to feel some stuff in and around these legs. Should we go 2 dumbbells? Heck no, I'm gonna keep you with just the 1 dumbbell. Last time, athletes. Let's get these 12 reps in here. Last set, best set. And we're working. I'm just gonna count it. 1, cool, 2, feeling good, 3, nice and controlled, 4, not getting pulled around, 5, we're stepping, 6, we're breathing, 7, definitely gets harder here at the end of the set, 8, still stepping, 9, I think we're gonna get it perfect, 10, and 11, and with 2 seconds to spare, we've done it. Oh, good. Nice job, athletes. Put those weights down, don't drop those weights. My legs are burning. We're just gonna hang out down here, seated with a little cross-legged action here. So good work. Leg day is done, have a seat. We're just gonna go ahead in my morning meditation. We're gonna cross legs, try to be nice and upright, and put some pressure onto the outsides of these hips. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, man, is he really that tight? Yes, he really is that tight. So I'm working on my weaknesses as well. We'd like to be nice and upright. There was a point way back when in like kindergarten that I could fold one leg over the other. But once you lose it, or once you stop using it, you lose it. So here we are working, just sort of moving around. I'm feeling all kinds of crunchy, crackly stuff on the outsides of the hips here. Breathing. Okay, that's about 30, 40 seconds. Let's switch feet. Oh, God. Is this side any better? Absolutely not. They are both tight. But same deal, just some gentle movement side to side there. Good. We'll finish off our last 30 seconds or so with a passive squat hold. So we had that active squat hold, glutes working, quads working. Now we're gonna go into a passive squat hold. So you yogis out there will probably love this. We are gonna bottom out down to the bottom of our squat. For those of you tight athletes like me, you might wanna hold on to something, whether that's the edge of the couch, a door frame, something like that, a partner, a coffee table. That sounds good. But we wanna be able to sit all the way down with our feet nice and flat, so do what you gotta do to make that happen. So here we go, last 30 seconds. Go ahead and hop on up out of there. And the passive squat hold. So feet, hips, and now we've let go of that lower back, right? We've let go of that lower back. We're just hanging out down at the bottom of our squat. We're gonna do some gentle rocking side to side. The yogis out there are gonna show off and twist and reach around side to side. My heels are already coming up and off the ground, but we're taking it for what it is. Excellent job. All right, athletes, that's about all I got for you. Again, if you have time to go for a little walk around the block, a little extra cool down, that'd be great. This is Coach Zach. That was leg day. Go eat. You're going to need it. That was a great time. I'll see y'all around next time. Have a good one.